I think I got everyone past question number 1.
Yeah, what's the answer?
3 seconds, isn't it? 24.1 and 49.5.
Yep.
Okay.
What? Good. Oh, I have a question about that. Number 1.
Yeah?
It takes 3 seconds. For some reason, I found that like right off the beginning.
Yeah, some people use that to find the answer in A. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's another way to find part A without doing 3 seconds. A single step. Let's have a look at question 2. The problem here, you guys, is that there's 2 parts. There's the constant speed part, which I call the reaction distance, and then there's the slowing down part. How long does the person drive at a constant speed? 0.51. Right? Traveling at a constant, no, not 6, 12. Isn't it constant 12? So the car is traveling at a constant 12 meters per second. He goes for about a half a second, so he should go a little more than 6 meters. Right? How do you do that? V bar equals dt, d equals v times t. The second part of the trip, they are slowing down. The initial velocity is 12. The final velocity is 0. And the acceleration is minus 3.6? Not in part B, not in question 2? Okay. So you got to find this distance here and then do what? Add them together. Do you not? Proceed. I think we've established that this is going to be what? Did you have that, Jonathan, before? Okay, so what's happening in this part here? Slowing down, right?
So that's all that crap?
But do you know how long it takes him to slow down?
No.
You don't know that, do you, right?
You don't know the time. Yeah, you know.
What about the other one? What's the final velocity, Jonathan? What's the initial velocity? Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, now keep going.
Okay, how come I can't get the right answer? I'm getting 55, and I'm definitely ain't fast enough.
55 what?
Oh, so I should probably convert it again. Maybe I am getting the right answer.
Or whatever it is. All right. You got it right? Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I have not. Oh, man, let's see the record. And we already put it up there before I got there.
If it was 144 hours self squared, and then times 2 is the negative also squared. And then you have to figure out the one on the other side.
Yeah, that's better. All that work for a little scribble number 3.
Is that answer now?
Yeah. I thought that was 2 conditions for that.
But why is it stopping? Why adding?
That's the total stopping distance, right? Because this is how far he goes at the time it takes to get his foot to the brake. And this is the distance that he goes actually with his foot on the brake. So you gotta
This is PP.
yeah. Kilometers per hour to miles per hour? It's not in divide by, I can't remember. It's a ratio thing, right? Well, 1 kilometer per hour. One kilometer an hour is 0.62. Yeah, so it's 0.62. Alright, kilometers and miles? Times by 0.62.
There you go. The more you know.
Did anyone else think that Katy Perry's last thing there, Super Bowl, kind of looked like the more you know? Start, anyone else want to talk?
I'm not really sure what you're referring to.
The Sharks? Yeah. Drunk left shark?
I'm not 0. Yeah, right.
More? There you go, Jonathan. That's the number. Makes sense? Okay.
I use the big formula, V equals VIT plus 1. You might get like VI 0. VF is, you don't need VF for that formula.
What? No, I'm wrong. I already know it. That sucks balls.
Oh, yeah. That's A, right?
That's A. It's all over the place.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, I didn't realize
Hold on. You can't expect to go right down the middle of everything, you know?
I do it.
Okay, over the other side there's Zachary. Not at all.
It's not looking good.
How many people would like me to do the police one real quick?
I would love to.
I know. No.
It's a just 3 questions.
No, do it tomorrow? Okay. Well, I just fear that at this point, it's like, they're not, if you haven't got it by now, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, no.
I didn't get it for long.
I know.
I never got it.
You want me to do it? Because I think people, I'm looking around the room here and I'm not seeing maybe one person do it. How about I get you started? I'll get you started and then you can try it.
Well,
Oh, it's been recording for the last forever. Let's have a look at the police car one, right? So here's car A. And
Zero. Oh, we're just subtracting. You're taking the police car and putting it on there?
yeah.
Like, on the left?
Wow, come on. Okay.
Just go on Google and see
Yes.
they don't look a mini.
Okay. They are at the same spot at the start, right? This car is traveling at a constant 100. So you have to go 100 divided by 3.6, which is 27.8. Right? The red car's displacement, D, is V bar times T, or 27.8 T. Right? The police car is accelerating, so you need to use VIT plus 1/2 AT squared. Remember me saying how this is the same as this, except that this part here is the acceleration part? Look at V times T, right? Except the police car has an initial velocity of 0. So plus 1/2, his acceleration is 3.6, which is a weird number, T squared. The police car will catch him when those two displacements are the same or equal. So you're right. 27.8 T is equal to 1/2 times 3.6, or 1.8 T squared. Make it into a quadratic. 1.8 T squared minus 27.8 T. And as Hannah pointed out, there is no number by itself. There's no C, which means you don't have to use the
Really?
quadratic formula. Because how do you solve something like that?
I don't know. Yes.
Factor out a T.
Yeah. No, not bad about it.
I'll stop there and I'll let you finish and then hand it in tomorrow.
So if you use the quadratic formula, our answer will still be right.
Oh, absolutely. But when you see how this answer works, you'll go, should I just do it now?
Yeah.
Okay. So either T is equal to 0 or 1.8 T minus 27.8 is equal to 0. So T is simply 27.8 over 1.8, or 15.4 seconds. Usually one of them is negative, but in this case one of them is 0. How come? Because at the start they share the same position. So they share the same position. One's going a whole lot faster than the other. And then 15.4 seconds later, the police car is caught up, and they now are in the same spot.
How would they go positive? You're moving them both over to 0. T equals negative 27 will be positive, but 1.8 will be negative.
I've got 27.8 equals 1.8 T squared.
Yeah.
I moved the 27.8 to the other
Yeah,
side.
other zeros, and then
No, then it became negative 27.8, and it's equal to 0, right?
That's good. And then you take out.
I factor out a T.
Yeah, and then so you have.
So 1.8 T, no, 1.8 T squared divided by this T is 1.8 T, and 27.8 T divided by T is just 27.8.
Yeah, I know, but then when you want to divide to get T, then you have to move them both to 0, so then the T equals, and so one of them will be negative, and the other.
No, the 27.8 is attached by a negative, so it becomes positive on the other side.
1.8 is positive and
No,
negative.
but it's multiplied by 1.8, so you divide by 27.8. This goes to the other side, becomes positive, and then here you divide by 1.8.
But you still have to put it to the other side.
I did by dividing, count.
Where did you go there?
That makes no sense.
Where'd the what?
No.
What? Say that again, Jason.
Well, I'm not sure, like, where the stuff is.
Okay, this equation right here, you guys, watch on it. 1.8t minus 27.8 is equal to 0 is the same as 2x minus 4 equals 0. How do you solve that one, Hannah?
I figured it out.
Don't give up, Hannah. There's still 4 minutes left.
I'd give it up.
Hannah, how do you solve this?
I'd rather not talk right now.
Come on.
No, I'd rather not.
Hannah?
I'm not gonna say it. You don't want me to say it.